Dear humans, my name's B. I'm a bardling and an earthling and a human. And there was an interesting experience today while I was practicing the song I'm about to record and release to YouTube that I thought was worth publicly taking into consideration. So let me tell you the story of the day a little bit, okay? So I was working, and after work I knew I needed an adventure. I'm a girl that does need adventure. And on these adventures we listen to music and I sing in the car and we drive, and so when I got home I was warmed up and ready to go, ready to start singing. And musicians, do you have this thing happen where, like, when you're going to play something or practice something, you always think the first time is going to be the worst, right? And some of you may already know where I'm going with this. But then it's like fucking perfect. You play it fucking pristinely and you're like, whoa, I've really improved as a musician. I've really grown. Oh, I've got to record this. I've got to recreate this. I've got to do it again. And you go to play it the second time, it's like, bang, you fuck it up. Your fingers don't hit the strings right. Your voice is finding all the flats and all the sharps where there should not be any. And it's like, ooh, you thought, you know? So I had that experience today. I'm a perfectionist. And if you know this channel, you know my last video was confronting the hypercritic. I have the hypercritic within me. And guys, quick update on the hypercritic. Bro, we've been doing good in really keeping her in check and keeping her at an appropriate level these last 2 months. But anyway, the hypercritic was very active today, but not too active. And I went live while I practiced because we know this channel is all about humanness, humanity, authenticity. I'm trying to create a space on the internet for me to look back at who I really, really was when I'm old, when I'm dying, if I have dementia. For my children to see when I'm not here, if it even lasts that long. Fingers crossed, because I bet my kids will miss me. But anyway, I was creating this life, and all these strangers were joining, and they were being so kind. I was messing up. I got so nervous that my heart was pounding so hard that I felt it in the entirety of my body, and I had to stop. And I was fumbling my words and everything. I'm trying to see if I can upload the live to YouTube. Not that you have to watch it. It'll be very boring. I'm playing songs over and over. But it was very interesting because I thought to myself in that moment, if I was being criticized in a cruel way, if somebody was being rude and being a hater, like haters, I think are low-key just emotionally immature, stupid people that have issues. No offense if you're a hater. May the world give you the best. But that's kind of my belief about them. And I was like, what would happen if one of them commented? And I realized I would have felt more comfortable seeing negative comments than positive comments. So I'm like, let's psychoanalyze this. Why? Why would I accept that for myself? Why would I have to stop my stream because people are being so kind that I feel it in my entire body, but I'd be able to keep going if somebody was being cruel? And I realized, I think the hypercritic really trained me to just take the fucking hits, boom, 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 over and over again, you know? So it's like, what a sad way to realize that maybe I've been too harsh to myself in my life. And that's not to say one should ever be delusional or completely biased, because that's being mummy coddled by yourself. And we all know what happens when people are mummy coddled. They're emotionally stunted, you know? They're not going to reach maturity. And I want to reach maturity. So, but it's like, obviously, I'm so uncomfortable with receiving the praise too. Like, and why? Why would I be so averse to that? I think praise is a really beautiful thing. I think it's a very important human thing. I think when it's warranted, when it's honest, honesty is big for me. when it's honest and it's truthful, praise can inspire those that deserve to be inspired, encourage those that deserve to be encouraged. Comfort is there for ones that, don't deserve praise. Comfort and, I don't know, help. Like, if a child's practicing piano and they're fumbling, you're not like, you're amazing. You're like, hey, let's do this again, I don't know. Obviously, my thoughts are a little here, there, and everywhere. I'm still in the midst of processing this. But I want us all finish this video and think about how you would react to praise and how you would react to cruelty. And think about what you dish out to people as well. Do you dish out praise or do you dish out cruelty? There's a lot to think about that, because then there's also the things that you dish out to people in public and the things you dish out to people in private. As a whole, I'm trying to judge myself less, and because then I will also judge others less. And I'm trying to judge others less because then I will also judge myself less. I wrote about this in my journal recently, something I'm still working on. If you praise yourself more where it is warranted, you will no doubt share that love and that positivity and that honesty, like deserved praise, with others, and only ever make their world a brighter, more beautiful place. And if you praise others, even if you can't praise yourself and you can't recognize any goodness in yourself, you cultivate that where it is warranted and deserved, then it'll come right back to you. It's like the lines in the song I was writing, It's a beautiful existence, and you shine the light and I reflect it right back to you. Something to think about. Anyway, thank you guys so much. I don't know why I'm saying that like I'm talking to people, because, this one's a Dear Human one, so I am talking to people. Thank you so much, humans. Please let me know in the comments, if you're comfortable, what your thoughts on this are. Are you somebody more quick to give praise or criticism? And if it takes you a couple days to chew on this, I'd love to hear your thoughts after coming back after a little bit. But anyway, if anyone's still sticking around, I also want to say I will be recording and releasing my song that I wrote to YouTube at some point, just so it's there. And my friends lent me an audio interface, so I'm going to be trying to actually record with harmonies and all this kind of cool stuff. It's the first time I'm exploring with this kind of thing, and I just want to do it in a really human, authentic way. So I'm excited to kind of explore that with other humans, or even just myself. I love my own company too. Anyway, you guys all have a great day. What piece of praise can I offer you? If you've listened to this whole thing, you're probably somebody that's quite a deep thinker. You're probably someone that's quite open-minded if this is something that is challenging to you, and it's been 8 minutes and something seconds. You have listened during that time. That's a pretty good, important quality to have. Thank you so much. Have a good one.